It has been entirely overcast for a week. The forecast is it's going to be overcast for another week. And the sun at 1:30 in the afternoon just broke out. And the moment a hole in the sky opens, the planes show up. And they're not even being all that subtle because who cares? Nobody pays attention, right? That's entirely natural right there, baby. Look at that. And that means they are juicing it. See the leopard spots? That means it has a current running through it. Frequencies. Not the Schumann resonance that we're all supposed to be absorbing. People need to wake up. This is getting really bad. We haven't seen the sun in a week. The moment it tries to poke its head out, this happens. 1 and 2 and 3, looking like a branch chain DNA, and 4 and 5. Filling up that great big hole in the sky. Look at that shit. It's like cotton candy, right? They're spraying the skies. And I have to think that someplace else in the United States and in the world, there are Richie from Boston subscribers that everyone thinks crazy, their family talk about when they leave the room, that are pointing their cameras up right now, saying the same thing I am. Wake the fuck up, people. Harvard University, David W. Keith are blocking the sun. Wake up. Because ignorance is no excuse. Here we go. Yeah, look, he's just taking a little, 90-degree turn over Boston. Got to come through here because they've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now he's going to run through it the other way, and that'll give them their blanket in the sky that they need. He's going to come out right there. There we go. The enemies of humanity, baby. And you can clearly see that's 2 separate compounds being sprayed. You really think that one engine's giving out 2 streams behind it and the other one's only? There's no variation. Jet fuel A, jet fuel B. That is it. He's clearly spraying 2 separate compounds. My neighbors think I'm an asshole. Well, you know what? I think you're an asshole too.
The church in America is going to suffer so terribly. And we laugh now, but they will come after us, and they will come after our children. They will close the net around us while we are playing soccer mom and soccer dad, while we are arguing over so many little things and mesmerized by so many trinkets. The net even now is closing around you and your children and your grandchildren, and it does not cause you to fear. You will be isolated from society, as has already happened. Anyone who tries to run for office who actually believes the Bible will be considered a lunatic until finally we are silenced. We will be called things that we're not and persecuted not for being followers of Christ, but for being radical fundamentalists who do not know the true way of Christ, which of course is love and tolerance. You'll go down as the greatest bigots and haters of mankind in history. They've already come after your children, and for most of you, they got them. They got them through the public schools and indoctrination, and the university and indoctrination, and then you wonder why your children come out not serving the Lord. It's because you fed them right into the devil's mouth. So little by little the net is closing around, and then it's not little by little. Look how fast things are going downhill just in a matter of weeks. But at the same time, know this: persecution is always meant for evil, but God always means it for good. And is it not better to suffer in this life to have an extra weight of glory in heaven? You must settle this in your mind. This is the one thing I want to say over and over. Down through history, you have a wrong idea of martyrdom and persecution. You think that these men were persecuted and martyred for their sincere faith in Jesus Christ. That was the real reason, but no one heard that publicly. They were martyred, and they were persecuted as enemies of the state, as bigots, as narrow-minded, stupid people who had fallen for a ruse and can contribute nothing to society. Your suffering will not be noble. So your mind must be filled with the Word of God when all people persecute you and turn on you. This is no game. You want revival and awakening, but know this: for the most part, great awakenings have come only preceding great national catastrophes or the persecution of the church. I believe God is bringing a great awakening, but I believe that He is raising up young men who are strong in trust in the providence of God to be able to wade through the hell that's going to break loose on us. And it will be on us before we even recognize it. Unless in God's providence, He is not done. He is not done.
And then by 4:30 p.m., all that spraying results in a massive shield. Temperatures drop 15 degrees. And then that's that. The rest of the week, cloudy. It's time to wake up, people. This is fucking critical mass here. This is bad. I apologize to all my devout Christian followers, but speaking nice doesn't seem to get the word across, sadly, at any rate.